Hello, I'm Audio. This is the Daibanchou, and it's one of the scenes in Daibanchou that, this exists in, like, a lot of Alicesoft games. These little interactions between people. You don't need to have both Shion and Kaneda. You never need to have them both. But there is a scene, remember when I went to the Hellhole territory and, Shion was buying crackers from Kaneda for her father. So they know each other. It would be weird if they didn't have some kind of a scene, you know what I mean? It's totally appropriate for them to talk to each other like this. And you're kind of expecting it. And, a lot of VNs, it's not like I've played tons of VNs in my life, I've played hardly any, but scenes like this don't exist in very many of them. I see it a lot in Alicesoft games, when people who, they acknowledge them, like, it's more common in Sengoku Rants what I'm talking about. That one wasn't really that good of an example, so I'll go to recruit this guy, you can see what he says, and then I'm gonna release him, or interrogate him or something, get rid of him, I don't like him. But, like, the interactions with, and I know I'm talking about Sengoku Rants here, but Inukai and Suzume and Gecko and Kosaka, or Kosuke, the ninja from Takeda, all their interactions are really weird, like, they're not weird, but you don't expect them to put those in the game. Like, you very rarely would get all of those ninjas in Sengoku Rants, so for them to have interactions and dialogues with one another are very cool. Like, that's awesome that they would think about that and put it in the game. I love that. And Alicesoft does that a lot more than other VNs, because, I guess it's also true that other VNs don't really have the opportunity for those things. I don't know. But we will go and suppress this lake, so that way Yoki can get her souls from it. And you can see that cool scene. I will talk to... I don't know. Who should I talk to? If there's anyone that you're particularly interested in, you can let me know and I'll speak to them at a higher priority. Because I don't really have a preference, I guess. Yeah, I mean, like, what the hell am I doing right now? So we will just go ahead and talk to Yuma. That's been a while. She's interesting. I mean, Kadowa Shoujo is coming out this month, right? So I'm stereotyping Yuma by being like, oh, she's paraplegic. Let's talk about other people who have disabilities, and then automatically I'm talking about a VN called Cripple Girls, like, what? You can't fault me for that. But, I don't know, Yuma's not really that interesting. Like, her character design's cool, what she is cool, but she doesn't really have any really interesting stuff that goes on. I mean, no, she doesn't. She's very... You can tell by looking at her what kind of person she's going to be. She's a shut-in kind of person who can't express herself at all, so somebody's going to speak to her and make her open up, and then she's going to have friends, and you just know. It's like a very standard character type, so she's not very interesting to me. That's how that goes. I mean, and you can make the argument, well, they're all standard character types. And then it's like, just leave me alone. I don't care. I'm making a bad argument. Just leave me be. There's nobody there. So, after I take the Moo place, I'm just going to go to the NPI, and I'm going to fight them. And Rogan needs to level up. He is underleveled. So, that is how that goes. Yeah, the NPI is going to be fun. I love fighting those guys. They have a lot of cool characters, too. Yeah, I'll talk more about that when it happens. And more elf stuff. Cool. I guess if you're going to recruit these guys, you and the elf, whose name I forgot already. That's pitiful. But if you recruit them both, to get Yu's character clear, you've got to, you'll have to, you station him around and he destroys buildings in specific territories. So, like, if you have a curry wolf built in wherever the hell, he's going to destroy it, you'll have to remake it. I think that's what happens. It's not really that inconvenient unless it's really early in the game. And for Sonnet, you know, more or less keep you and Sonnet together. You just keep them stationed together, and it'll happen on its own. You don't have to worry about it much. I don't remember the exact specifics, but again, it's on the wiki, so... Is that me being worthless to say that? Yeah, well, I'll figure it out and go over it later, because we'll be seeing more of them. But I haven't cleared you. I think I've cleared Sonnet. She's easier than you, simply because she doesn't destroy things. Neither of these two are hard. So yeah. I don't think Spartan's very difficult to clear either, so... Whatever. And I don't actually know when you're supposed to recruit these people. Like, you can get them early on. The first time I played, I went for Hawaii right away just because it was hilarious. Just because it was hilarious that Hawaii was in this already broken map of Japan, you know? But, whatever. You know, I was talking about cliches just a moment ago, and I don't think you and Sonnet are that cliche. I think they are... You know, I've seen this kind of a relationship before, but it's not as standard. I don't know. It's usually not the guy who goes into a place that's really foreign to him, you know? It's the girl who goes to a place that's really foreign. You went to Sonnet's village and whatnot, so... That's why it's a different take from me. But this is some weird crap that you just deal with, you know? You gotta remember it's an Eroge, and these things happen. I forget that this game is an Eroge a lot, which is usually... I see that as a good thing. So... But this is totally weird to me. I don't know. But yeah, I don't really have anything to say here. Though, I guess... You know, I mean, you get an H scene here, but it's not... You know, I don't like it at all. That's probably one of my least favorite H scenes in the whole game, so that's how that goes. Yeah, but these guys are weak too. I guess I didn't mention that, but the Mu people are weak. 12 attack, 13 evasion. You sure? You can handle them. I mean, look at what I'm handling them with. Now, if it were the motorcycle people, we'd have an issue because they're a lot stronger. Poor Shion. But easy win. And I guess it'll be a shorter part. The shortest part in Daibanchou history. I'll see you guys in the next one.